Can you love somebody without carrying them and all their problems for them? Can you love them enough to be there for them while not being responsible for them? All the fingers pointing at me again. I appreciate you joining in, but the truth of the matter is that when we care, often me, probably you too, when we care, often we care just really too deeply. And it becomes, you know, more than just a problem. It becomes a situation that buries us under somebody else's stuff, under maybe not even one somebody, maybe so many people's stuff that we can't visibly do or be who we're supposed to be in this world. And it's important for us to remember that the world needs you. We need you to be all of who you are. The masks may change, the circumstances are very real, but I want you to understand something. Circumstance doesn't get a vote. Circumstance may be the thing that is the truth that you'll have to live through, deal with, work your way through. But circumstance is not the truth. Circumstance is not the final answer. It is purely the thing that is in the moment. And there is definitely something bigger than that. So we come to somebody, and there's a couple of different categories of somebody's, at least, I know it is for me. We have the people that we genuinely care and love for. These, in some cases, are worse. At least it is for me, because caring can be so, so deep that it becomes unbearably a burden for us. We turn ourselves into the literal version of Atlas carrying the whole world because we care so much. And that's not a flaw. That's not a character flaw or something you should flog yourself over or feel bad about. It's just a reality. Because as much as we want to rescue them, save them, care for them, love them through the struggle, all we can really do is just be there with them. That's a hard one. That's one that I am not sitting here telling you, oh, yes, and I've mastered that. Not even close. Okay. Because I promise you, if you're one of the people in my life that I love and care for, and even those of you that it's the first time ever on the live, I have that level of caring, and I absolutely always find myself wanting to help. And that's good. It really is. It's a really good thing. But we need to also make sure that we understand we can give suggestions, even see very clearly a definitive solution. But we have to love that person enough to let them also have their own free will, have their own choice, and get to the solution, whether it's our solution or something else they do, even if they go completely the opposite direction of what we know is best for them, to still just be there and love them. It can be very hard to do. Now, there's a second category, there's a second group of people, and these ones are easier and harder at the same time because these are people that are not in our love circle, if you will. That's a weird word, but not our close friends and loved ones that we're tending to carry emotionally, regardless of how hard we try not to. But I'm talking about somebody new that comes into your life, somebody that you haven't yet created that emotional connection with. And it's easy to get offended when they reject what we have to say. It's easy to want to pick up their burdens and add them into your bag too, because you see the solution, and therefore we somehow feel like it then becomes our responsibility to solve it. And we really can't do that. Now, I want you to know and hear clearly, I love sitting with people, brand new, known you for decades, doesn't matter. I love sitting with them, hearing their stuff, being there for and with them. I like being the person that my friends know if they need somebody, they can call me at 2 o'clock in the morning. And that I'm going to feel genuinely legit, you know, bad about the fact if I happen to miss the phone ring. There was a time when, there was no way I was going to sleep through a phone call or a text message. Every single one of them got all my attention. The truth is that most messages that come to me after I've fallen completely to sleep, I do miss. Now, that's not to say if I get up in the middle of the night, I won't reply, even then, even when it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Elizabeth, glad to have you here with us. But my friends know, they could call me at 2 o'clock in the morning, and absolutely I'm there for them. Whether I'm awake or not, doesn't matter. Hey, Clutch, glad to have you here with us. So it's important for us to understand that I want to be there for you. And I know you're that kind of person that wants to be there for your people too. And I love sitting with you and saying, hey, what about? And I hope that it's helpful and that it opens up something for you. And there is so much more that can come beyond that because the idea by itself, Kelsey, glad to have you here with us. The idea by itself means pretty much nothing. It's all the other things that come around it that I also love doing. Not because necessarily it's me that's doing it, because I have a wonderful team that can help facilitate those things so that when the next Tuesday comes, when the next situation, when you're still living in your real life, there are resources for you to be able to see the thing and live through it. I love doing that for people. I'd love to do it for you. That's not me pitching you. That's me just simply saying, absolutely, I do care. And inside of that caring, the warning for me, and if this applies to you too, that's great, is care deeply, but don't carry the thing. We've got to allow others to have their own life too, and to ultimately make their own decisions. Have you ever struggled learning the difference between caring and carrying? Maybe it isn't caring less. Maybe it's just learning to stay where we need to be and not taking over their life for them. I hope that helped a little bit. Thanks for joining me around the fire today. You probably aren't sitting around a fire. You're probably still near an air conditioner most of the places in the world. But I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a great week.